Welcome everybody to the drivers' press conference ahead of the FIA Formula One Chinese Grand Prix. 3 parts to this session as usual. A few questions from me at the top, then we'll go to the broadcasters and then the print media. Now, our 6 drivers today, closest to me, Nico Hülkenberg, then we have Fernando Alonso, Zhou Guanyu, Esteban Ocon, Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris. A very warm welcome to you all. Zhou, if we could start with you, please. Your first home race. How big a moment is this for you personally and for your country?
Yes, it's amazing, of course, to have the opportunity finally get a race to home. Obviously, been missing that over the last two seasons when I started my career in Formula One, and yeah, great to be back. Great to see all the track facility that I used to being on the other side of the circuit, which is the grandstand, watching, being a little fan of F1, and then coming back here being an F1 driver. So yeah. Can't wait. A lot of mixed emotion, of course, going through the weekend, but I want to treat it as much as a normal race weekend, but I'm sure that there will be plenty of supporters over coming throughout the days, and yeah, can't wait to be obviously trying the first time on track tomorrow, and yeah, been very busy recently, but having a lot of fun times so far.
As you say, there's going to be a lot of support. Can you tell us a little bit about how China's appetite for Formula One has changed in the last 5 years?
Yeah, it's been a massive change. Even I think for myself, came from the city this morning, the road and the circuit has been completely different to what it used to be. And then in general, let's say beginning of 2022 season, Formula One has really been building mainly just the history background, motorsports culture back in this country has been completely growing, and it's great to see the pattern improving in the positive way. And I'm happy to see not just myself be here. I think a lot of young drivers, maybe age of 10, 6, 8, is already starting their racing, even here or in Europe. Try to chase this dream into Formula One. So yeah, it's great to be, of course, represent the country, being a driver for the first time here.
And how confident are you of scoring your first points of the season here at home?
Of course, 2 opportunities this weekend. Spring race format, it sounds very interesting, even though it's not a lot of practice after being obviously missing a few years and come back straight one session. But I'm sure, we have the potential. I think the racecraft is being reasonably okay. And from my side, I think there's parts to be improving. Get a bit more cleaner Friday, get prepared, ready for the qualify sessions, and points is definitely there to take, but as we saw, it's very, let's say, complex pack. The midfield battle is super tight between all the cars, so we just make sure all the details are correct and take the opportunities if there's.
All right, best of luck this weekend. Thank you, Zhou. Fernando, if we could come to you now. Many congratulations, signed and sealed with Aston Martin. Just how easy a decision was it for you to remain with the team for 2025 and beyond?
Well, thanks, first of all. And yeah, I mean, it's never an easy time when you have to make some decisions, especially right now for me, it's probably my last contract. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that it was the right decision, first of all, to keep racing in Formula One and to have the strength and the motivation to keep racing for a few more years from my side. And then after that, just making sure that the team has the targets and the goals for the next few years to be ambitious and to try to keep getting better and better. So yeah, it was, I think, a very happy decision for me. I'm obviously extremely proud to represent Aston Martin for the next few years. We started the journey last year and in a very good way, and we keep on working. So yeah, extremely proud, happy, and let's see what we can do.
Well, what is it about the team's future that excites you the most?
I think, the new regulations in 2026 is going to be a possibility for everyone to mix the cars a little bit and have an opportunity. Obviously, we will be with Honda. We will be the only team with the power unit from Honda, which obviously it is a little bit different than being a customer engine now with Mercedes. So hopefully we have a little bit of an improvement there. Also, I think with Aramco, the biofuels and sustainability that will come into 2026. Maybe we have a a little bit of an opportunity there as well. And the team is just getting better and better. New facilities, new campus, new wind tunnel coming this summer. So yeah, there are a lot of things in place to be a very powerful team in the future, and I wanted to be part of it.
The timing of the announcement caught some people by surprise. Was it important for you to get the deal done early?
No, not really. I think we just sat together after Japan, and yeah, we arrived to a conclusion. An agreement was reached in 1 or 2 days, so it was very, very simple. And once we got the agreement, we announced it. And yeah, everything is a little bit more simple than what it looks from the outside. That there are a lot of rumors, a lot of things going on for different teams and different drivers, and deadlines here, deadlines there. And for us, we were just loyal to each other. We just kept our word, and once we sign it and we agree on something, we announce it. So for us, it was much more simple than maybe for other people.
All right, Fernando, thank you very much. Best of luck this weekend. Nico, if we could come to you now. Let's talk performance. Haas are introducing an upgrade here. What are you expecting from it?
Well, a little bit of improved and enhanced performance. Hopefully, it's not a major, huge update. It's some little bits and bobs that look good on paper and in theory. But as always, you have to verify them on track, make sure the correlation is good. But yeah, better to have upgrade this early in the season in the tight midfield battle than not to have them.
On paper, do you think Shanghai will suit the car better than Suzuka anyway?
It should. It really should, and I hope so. It's a lot more low-speed content, I think, which is where the car feels more at home. Always good memories here. I've raced here 9 times and really like the flow and the layout of the circuit. So, yeah, exciting one ahead. As
you say, you have experience here at the Shanghai International Circuit. How will that help you going into a sprint weekend?
It's not just me. I think there's a few drivers who have done a fair few weekends here in years. Some more, some less. But yeah, personally, I'm quite excited. Less practice sessions obviously always kind of presents more opportunity maybe for more chances. But we have to make sure that we get it right ourselves. Obviously, everyone is in the same situation there. But feel quite okay going into this weekend with just the 1 hour practice.
And Nico, in light of Fernando's decision to stay at Aston Martin, do you expect the driver dominoes to fall quite quickly now?
Not sure, not necessarily. It's always difficult to foresee that and to predict. For some, it might move quite quickly. For some, maybe not. But it's definitely a very interesting situation right now. The driver market is very dynamic, very fluid, and I'm sure all the drivers with no contract for 2025 are pretty busy right now, having lots of conversations, checking options, and trying to obviously fix the future. Same for me.